What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of December 2023. So, in this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the month of December, Virgo. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me, Virgo, as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out, as always. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, Virgo, definitely smash that like button. Subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Virgo. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy, and we'll see what's coming your way for the month of December 2023, Virgo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what we got here for you, Virgo. Wow. All right, Virgo, really interesting energy that you got going on here for you, for sure. I think overall great things are coming into your life, but there is a major emotional issue that I sense popping up for you, okay, having to do with the physical world, but we'll see what it's about. But before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these are just some messages for you. The first one you have is Freya, Phases and Cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released. And you see the raven representing a form of death. Now, this is a very Cancerian energy. Like, Freya is known to have like a shield and a spear with her, and it's very like an emotional Cancerian woman type of defense energy. So as you go through a death or a really big change, I feel like there is a relationship coming to an end for you in the physical world here for most of you here, but it's opening the door for a new one. This card represents when one door closes, another one opens, Virgo. So there definitely is this element of relational flux, and you having to make a really hard decision that could even break your heart or could break the heart of other people around you. For many of you Virgos, you may have to lean into kind of being the critical Virgo to protect your own well-being. That may really cause you or other people around you, for many of you, other people around you, very difficult. Some of you, if you are if you have your own business or something, you could be, letting go of employees this month. That's very emotionally difficult for you, but you just have to do it. Or this is a relationship. For many of you, this could have to just simply do with money. If you're single, letting go of a money thing, but there's a new relationship coming in for you. But something is definitely ending. For some of you, could be a relationship. I just feel like you could be breaking someone's heart, or your heart could be very broken here as a result of just incompatibility. I don't know. You also have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. So you have double feminine protection energy. And so this represents like whatever you are moving beyond, make sure that you maybe do a cord cutting meditation, or you do some sort of spiritual cleansing to get the energy away. Like Virgo, you know how to do that easily. But yeah, this is a very protective energy. So I think the universe is protecting you as you shed your skin and let go of anything that's no longer serving you here, because there's definitely something really great, a passionate friend group or relationship coming into your reality. The universe could just be removing things that no longer serve you. So yeah, let's keep going. You also have Bridget, Inner Strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. And Bridget is the Irish goddess of the spring, right? She represents the period after winter when things start to warm up and there's hope again. You start to see buds on the trees. You start to see birds coming back. And whatever you're letting go of, it leads right into springtime. You're not going to have to go through winter at all. Whether this is letting go of employees, changing your job, something to do with an earthy change here, it leads to a fiery new beginning for you for sure. Okay, so you're going to be warmed up. You're going to be lit here. Like, I feel like there's just waves of inspiration and like a lot of orange energy, a lot of sacral chakra energy, Bridget, coming your way. So you do have 3 women here, so a lot of feminine energy messages coming through. And it's interesting that your challenge is the Emperor. So some of you could be dealing with a lot of toxic masculinity that you have to let go of. There could be toxic masculine traits on your behalf or someone around you. For some of you, you could be letting go of a really toxic masculine energy that you've been working with and merging more with passion and soul energy, Virgo. Okay, so it's interesting. So let's just go ahead and get into the tarot. Your opportunity is the 8 of Pentacles here. So your opportunity is to put your head down, keep doing what you're doing when it comes to work, and focus on what you can control. Consistency is the 8th wonder of the world is a quote that I love to say when I see this card. So try to remain consistent in what you already have going on and try to remain productive. Your opportunity is to be productive and keep swinging the hammer with whatever you do have going on with work, because there is like a change here for you. And there could be a heartbreaking change, but amidst that chaos, you still need to be passionate. There's no time to rest. Like, the message that I'm getting from Spirit is like, you just took like a really big loss of some sort in December, but you got to keep moving. There's no time to sit there. You got to leave. Like, I don't know. We're going to see why the 8 of Pentacles is your opportunity. The Emperor is your challenge. So for some of you, there may just be, having to like bite down and like enter into a gritty mode where you really force yourself to work. You show up, you have discipline. For some of you, the Emperor, and your challenge could be, a very emotional situation that's like distracting you from your discipline, but try your best to keep it here. Some of you, though, there definitely is this ego battle that's coming to an end here. So I don't know, let's just keep going. In your overall general energy, I mean, there's definitely an emotional reset. There's definitely something going on emotionally. You have the 4 of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the 8 of Cups here. So once again, I just get like this vibe of things are changing as you relate to money. Some of you could be like completely reanalyzing your ideas about luxury and money, and it just doesn't do it for you to live in the matrix anymore or whatever. You may want to let go of like chasing materialism and letting materialism be something that is just a reflection of your own consciousness. For some of you, this is definitely not to do with a person and your personal business and your job. It's to do with your emotions about money and things to do with that nature, Virgo. So I actually just had a really interesting download come to my head, but for some reason it went away, so maybe I wasn't meant to say it here. But there's definitely a lot of big changes here, Virgo. Not on the same page with something physical here. So a lot of changes, apathy, moving on emotionally. We're going to have to clarify to see what it's about. Hopefully the download comes back, because I'm telling you, the download that was just in my head was so potent, and this is one of those things when this happens, I'm like, it really frustrates me, but I apologize. Maybe it wasn't meant to come out for some sort of reason. I hope that it comes back, though, because my form of intelligence is flashes of insight, if you couldn't already tell. Like flashes of insight. I don't really do the whole Gemini Sagittarius like thing. Do more of the Leo Aquarius thing. But anyway, you have the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the Magician when it comes to what you don't see coming. So, I mean, there could be a boundary that either someone sets with you or you set with someone that leads to a lot of heartbreak and pain, but could lead to a lot of clinging as well and like negative defensive behavior. The Emperor in your challenge is there could be someone who is making emotional or financial threats that like, emotional threats that really get in the way of your money. There could be someone here who doesn't really have good intentions for you here as a result of you pulling away. The frequency that I get, Virgo, is like when you decide to change things, like whether this is in your business life, your money life, or your relationship life, like someone is going to really be flipping out. Like there's not a lot of calm business negotiation. Like this is something you're going to have to really gather yourself, be the Emperor to deal with this BS situation. Because I just feel like it's something that you're like, whoa, Nelly, like we need to just step away from this BS, having to do with emotions here, Virgo. So I'm sorry, I just can't get that download out of my head. I'm like still searching for it. having to do with your overall general energy. It's so annoying. It's whatever. We're not perfect, even though we strive for it as Virgos. But in your advice, it's really interesting. You have the Three of Cups, King and Queen of Wands. So there could be a new friend group that's full of passion coming in for you, new people coming in. There's all these people in your advice. So maybe associate with people who are going to lift your spirits at this time. There could be an important couple here coming in. You know, if you're already in a happy relationship, you could meet another couple and just be like a good double date friend type of situation coming in. For many of you, though, there is a new relationship that comes in. As one door closes, another one opens. Remember, it's the whole Bridget energy. You know, this is the orange, fiery, springtime energy that Spirit is advising you to be in. So don't let this get your spirits down. I don't think you did anything wrong. I don't think you should feel shame or guilt for walking away from whatever it is that you decide to walk away from, because you're a sovereign being and so is someone else. Whoever you're deciding to let go of, I do feel like there's this energy of like, and it could be roles reversed, you know, but there's this energy of like a power source and someone saying, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, and someone being like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna like feed my kids now. And it's like, we have to like be compassionate, and we have to understand these issues, that our decisions to disconnect from whoever, from whatever, it has consequences for those people, and you want to take that into account. But what I'm saying is the consequences are being over exaggerated to make you feel guilt for something that you need to let go of. And I feel like this is the message that has been coming through for you for a little bit now, Virgo. So yeah, in your advice, there's a great relationship around the corner, but in December 2023, it seems to be a time of decay. You know, when we look at spiritual states, when I studied, like when I do readings for people, when I look at patterns of life, when I just develop my own philosophy, I really feel like you're either in a spiritual state of regeneration or you're in decay. That's the cycle of life. And right now, there is this element of decay in your life, like something you need to protect yourself. Green Tarot, something's coming to an end here. There's an end, Virgo. It's decaying. It's almost over, whatever this is. But, you know, there's deterioration, but there's something new, spring. You're not going to have to deteriorate and sit in a cold winter and hermit away. There is Three of Cups, King of Cups, a King of Wands, Queen of Wands. So there could be some sort of fiery divine union as well coming in for you, Virgo. There could be a relationship with a fire sign that's coming in as well. So, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and start clarifying this reading for you, Virgo. Let's start clarifying this reading for you. First of all, I want to clarify why the Four of Cups is here in your overall general energy. What's this apathy, disconnection, not taking the bait? Let's see. Yeah, Queen of Cups. For a lot of you, this is definitely a love situation or something that has to do with deep emotions. I mean, wow. The Four of Cups is clarified, Virgo, by first of all the Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely an emotional disconnection happening that could leave people bitter. I mean, it could leave people being like, this sounds like a dependent relationship to me. You see, like in your overall general energy, it's the Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, and Four of Cups. You know, you want to be careful that you don't enter into a situation where people feel bitter and you create a new enemy this month. In terms of like someone, like how can someone that you like once loved, or like a business partner, you chose to be and spend your time with someone out of 7 billion people, and it goes from love to hate like this. For most people on this planet, their consciousness can shift from love to hate instantly, and that's how you know you're not dealing with true love. You're dealing with a dependent relationship that is based on human ego attachment and clinging in order to generate a state of being of peace instead of just what I was mentioning previously. So yeah, there's just something here, Virgo, that I don't. And then interestingly enough, you also have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So why is there the Four of Cups and then there's this 3 women thing? Why is there 3 women? And then why is there 3 women in your oracle cards? I actually don't think it's that significant. I think there could be a new relationship coming in for you. As one door closes, another one opens. I do feel that for you. Some of you, this could just be business related, where the passion and the practical plan that you have is not working out. If this doesn't have to do with love, I mean, money could get in the way of love. What I sense from this reading is like you could be with someone, a business partner or a lover, you just don't align with the same grounded philosophy, and it's hard for you to plant a foundation with someone. You're just not on the same page. A lot of incompatibility that leads to pain. But you know, yeah. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Three of Swords in reverse is in what you don't see coming. I mean, this could be something that you thought had a lot of potential, or someone's upset because someone feels like the potential is not being allowed to grow. Like, whatever you have going on and what you don't see coming, whether this is a breakup or a realignment with your purpose in business and money, like, someone is upset because they feel like the potential got cut short. And, oh no, we should have tried, we should have pushed through this. And you may have to be the bad guy here, you know, as a result of your own sovereignty, as a result of putting up a boundary here, Virgo, you know, because I do feel like there's this energy of like you may have been getting walked all over emotionally and just telling yourself that you're a spiritual person. Oh, I'll just be a spiritual person who, like, whatever. But you need to take your power back. And it's not going to be fun, though. Like, this is, like, there is this element of a bitter taste. So this could fire you up. You have the Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, and King of Wands. So I don't know what, yeah. So there's just this energy of protection. Like, there could be this, like, dark ending for some of you. Like, I don't know why I just get that. But why is the Three of Swords here, like I was trying to do? Okay, yeah, the Three of Swords is, like, there's a partnership here. You have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Someone is very, like, you know, you could be setting a boundary with the partner, but this is to do with the head. There's a story that someone's attached to here as why the ending is so bad. But it's really highlighting to you the quality of the consciousness of the individual that you were dealing with, or your own consciousness. I mean, but for most of you here, there's an ending with a dependent relationship, not a self-sufficient person and whole person. So you're not really like losing much, but you are, because this is clearly affecting you emotionally. It could be a soul contract, but I don't know. Something is definitely just like someone is holding on tight. Whether this is you or your person in love or a business partnership, like there's something wherever you're living, like there's someone who's like this. Like you want to let go and someone's like this, like literally. And for some of you, I mean, it could get quite nasty. I mean, the challenge is the Emperor. Emperor will throw down if they have to. Like, I'm not saying that like God, but I don't know what this, like, why is protection here, inner strength? Like, you may have to stand up for yourself in some sort of way to like an unconscious bully. Like the frequency that I get from this reading to a certain degree, Virgo, is like you disconnecting from someone is no longer enabling their subconscious manipulation to exist. And because you're disconnecting, that light is going to be shined on their own. They're going to realize potentially, you know, you never know what you have until it's gone. And someone could be getting a nasty reflection from you, but it's just, don't shoot the Mercury messenger. Like Virgo, you're just Mercury. I'm just running to Mount Olympus. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. And it's like, you're just the messenger. You could be teaching someone a harsh lesson. Someone could be teaching you a harsh lesson. But I mean, your challenge, the Emperor, there really could be a challenge to deal with harshness or emotional harshness, is honestly what I feel. But then in your opportunity, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and then your advice is all this fire. So I feel like this situation is not going to push you into hermit mode. It's going to fire you up. You could be going through something where you feel slighted, you feel wronged, or you're just so over, like, what, like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm just like, if you piss a Capricorn, if you piss a Virgo off, they're just going to be like, okay, fine, I'm just going to go become a CEO, or I'm just going to go pour my energy into my work. It's really good for you. You can transmute, you know, because like when we look at fire and water, it has to do with like transmutation to a certain degree, like transmuting your emotions through inspiration to ground it in the physical world as an opportunity is your advice. So, I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's clarify why the Emperor is your challenge. Yeah, this is something, there's clarity being shined on an investment that needs to be a boundary set here. The Sun is obvious energy, and once again, like I said, to my point, I feel like you're shining the light. Someone's actions, what side you're on this storyline, I don't know, but someone's actions to disconnect from an investment, you know, is really going to shine the light on someone's unconsciousness. And the thing in your challenge, the Seven of Pentacles, is like, this is ripe. And it's funny, the frequency that I got from this reading is someone is going to hunker down and almost maybe try to force you to stay in something that you're not longer, like you're not allowed to quit this business. You're not allowed to break up with me. Like, that's just not happening right now. Like, and you might be like, what are we gonna do? And like, not exactly, but like the frequency might be there underlying, even if it's not that direct for some of you in this month. But with this energy, it's like I do feel someone's upset, whether this is you dealing with your own upsetness because you are being forced to give up on something right before it's about to produce fruit. There's someone who's upset because they're like, yo, we were about to produce fruit. We were so close to getting over this hump. We were so close to hitting this goal. What are you doing? What do you mean you're going to disconnect now? But your intuition, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. And so, or you can't ignore the physical facts. I mean, there's just something up in your face. There's no intuition here. This is physical problems. So, let's keep going, Virgo. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Eight of Pentacles is your opportunity, right? Like, what are you going to, why is this your opportunity to work at what? Well, too many. But I do think channeling potential anger into work might be a good idea. It might be a healthy outlet for you. Like just being productive, yeah. Or, you know, if something clears space just gives you more, yeah. Okay. This is what it is. As a result of a conflict, the swords have to do with conflicts, and they also have to do with the mind. And there's a lot of mental space being created as a result of an ending here that is a rocky ending. But once it's over, you might have a difficult, like the thing about this reading is like this whole month might be about like a really difficult thing for you to end, like a slow ending, like for like clinging, and the swords have to do with the mind and conflict, and it is your opportunity once something is gone, once something is over, the Six of Swords, once you've moved away from something, this energy is not going to be getting in the way of your work anymore. I think there's something here, really a big emotional or conflicting issue getting in the way of your work. That's why your overall general energy is the Four of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Once this conflict is over, you're going to have so much space to work. Now, the other thing is using, you know, some sort of ill treatment or using your anger. The Five of Swords is like pillaging. I mean, it is like literally one of the worst frequencies. So if something comes to an end, leaves you in a negative state or puts you into fight or flight, just use it to be productive. And maybe that's an irresponsible statement for me as a spiritual practitioner to say, because there is things you have to do, but I'm just giving you like the most important relevant information if I were you. Yeah. So let's keep going, Virgo. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Seven of Wands is here and what you don't see coming. You know, this is like there's something, let's just see what it's here. It's either someone else's defensiveness, your defensiveness, someone's reaction being like clingy when you try to end it. Like, we can't end it, I'm telling you. Like, the frequency that I'm getting from this relationship is like someone trying to negotiate with you, being in a physical relationship, being in a business deal, from they're trying to negotiate to you from an emotional, negative, unconscious baggage. Emotional baggage is so obvious to you, and they're trying to negotiate with you from a place of like emotional wounding, and they're coming at you like, well, I'm giving you the I'm not going to let up on giving the opportunity for you to be around me. And like your response this month is going to be like, I think that opportunity was lost like a few minutes ago. Like, someone was going to want your energy to be around you, to stay in business with you, and like it's going to be this emotional manipulation perhaps for some of you, or just this very weird energy. You must disentangle from this in order to align with your higher self, because sticking around some sort of toxicity is not the spiritual thing to do, because sometimes we have to get ourselves in a little bit of a mess to disentangle. So the roadmap to spiritual enlightenment and to fulfillment and to whatever the hell you want to call a good vibration isn't like this. It's like, wee, and like this month you've been going like this, and now you're like, whoa. That's what's going on here. So, but yeah, let's just keep going. Like I said, actually, no. We just did that. Let's go ahead and clarify why the King of Wands, right next to the Queen of Wands, is here in your advice. You have the Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Yeah, just take action. I mean, the King of Wands in your advice is clarified by the Hanged Man in reverse. Don't surrender to a crappy deal. Don't get emotionally bullied into a deal where they make you feel out to be the bad guy. Like, don't put up with this, Virgo. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, the Hanged Man in reverse, the Devil, and the Judgment card, okay? You need to take action. Take action here. Listen to your intuition and remove a toxin from your life. Many of you in a business partnership person. Hanged Man in reverse in your advice. Don't just let this... Because conflict delayed is conflict multiplied. And you're gonna have to go through a little bit of a cavern in Dante's Inferno to get yourself... Go back into the cave. Tell the... Hey, the reflection you're seeing, buddy, is a fire. And the moment you say that, they're like, yeah. Okay, sorry, I don't know. So, like, with that being said, I'm out now. Okay, I appreciate you, Virgo. I love you.